Hi everyone. I decided I would pop on for a little bit this evening. And first of all, I would like to welcome all of my new followers on Facebook, as well as I have 3 new followers on my YouTube channel as well. I will be posting this there. I thought I would come on, and on my Facebook page here, I say that I'm sharing songs that God has miraculously given me. Now, why do I say that? Well, I'll go back to actually before I was conceived. My mom had been on complete bed rest for most of the pregnancy before she was pregnant with me, with my older brother. And she was advised by her doctor to not have any more children, both for her own health and for the health of a new child. And even with preventative measures, she found herself pregnant again. From what I understand, the pregnancy was quite normal, but I was born 3 weeks premature. And in those days, a 3-week premature baby was, any premature baby was not necessarily promised a life. So they weren't sure whether I would live or not. But they chose to praise God anyway and trust in God that I would grow healthy and strong, and that my mom would be able to survive as well. So they gave me the name Carol Joy. Carol meaning song of joy, and joy meaning joy. And hey, thank you for watching. I hope this blesses you, that you learn a little bit about me. This is Crypt 13 is watching. Thank you. So anyways, as I said, I was born 3 weeks premature, and so I did survive, as you can see. So as a young child, as I walked to school, I can remember making up songs, but I never wrote any of them down. It was just a fun thing to do. And interestingly enough, I was born what I would call tone deaf. I could sing about 5 different notes, and I also had a speech impediment. I could not say my L's or my R's. So my name Carol was Carol. All the L's and the R's were pronounced like a W. And both of them have been reversed over the years. And I praise God for that. And so the speech impediment, I had some therapy done, which I didn't realize until I was well into my 20s, that I'd actually had speech therapy. And the music, well, I believe that God has really blessed me with that. So I learned at a young age to praise God and put Him first through my parents' example. So between the ages of 7 and 17, there were over 25 people, friends and family, who passed away. As young as about 5 years old, I think, was the youngest, maybe 3. Then my grandpa, who was in his 70s as well. So I saw how my family and the church family trusted God through all of this. And it was a really special time for me. Anyways, so that is kind of how I learned to praise God. My musical training, I began training in music by playing the French horn. I was in grade 5 in the elementary band, and later I switched to the flute and then the piano. And then I've been learning guitar on my own. And so I also sang in the choir. We had choir workshops at church. And So I did a lot on that, and I basically taught myself how to play by ear as well, after I played songs many times. And so then going into praising God again. So I chose to give God first place in my life. The music I listened to, the music I played, where I lived while I was at university, the people I spent most of my time with. I wanted my life to be pleasing to God. So I did all of that, and I believe that God has blessed me because of all of this. So my first song that I saved was a birthday blessing to a landlady while attending university. I had been reading through the book of Psalms, and that inspired me to write my second song, which actually I hadn't really put it to music, but my mom suggested that I put it to music, so I did. And I wasn't really used to doing that. I don't know why she suggested it, but she did. And then I wrote a handful more songs over the next 15 to 20 years. And then finally in 2001, our pastor suggested that he would enjoy having songs from the congregation. I thought, I have written a few. That would be an interesting challenge for me. So I went home to the piano, sat down, opened up just to enjoy the piano, I opened up a piece of classical music and played a song, and I was totally amazed that as I started playing, praise words began coming into my head. It was like, wow, what is happening? So then I turned the page to a new song, and I got praise words for that one too. It was just like, wow. It was really a miracle. It had never happened before. I never anticipated that happening. It was really amazing. And that was kind of the start of it. And I wrote over 50 songs in that year, 2001. And some of them were inspired as I was listening to the message at church, or somebody sharing at church, or just as I was teaching my daughter to ride her bicycle, I began thinking of God and praising Him. And it has been really amazing. And so then for the next few months, I was really clearly hearing from God. And so then I began recording them on those old audio tapes that we used to have years ago. And I'd give them out to friends and family. And then in 2020, I decided, you know what? I need to start sharing these songs again. I had a few more songs coming then. And then COVID hit. So I decided, well, I could do it on Facebook. So then I started doing lives, which was really a challenge. When I did them on the audio cassettes, I would record a little bit and then press stop because it wasn't perfect, and run it back again, and then do another recording, and finally get it to where I was happy with it. But doing Facebook Lives was a whole different story, and I had to, you know what? I'm not perfect, and God will help me make this presentable. And so then I was doing the Facebook Lives, and then now I'm doing some Facebook Lives, as well as I've got a DAW, a mixer, the Personas audio box 2, a microphone, and I've been doing them with pictures and video and so forth. And it's just all been an amazing, amazing journey that I know that God has been involved with. And so not all of them are perfect, as I said, but I believe the songs are very good to share with other people, and that's why I've been sharing them. So I would enjoy collaborating with someone who has got a little bit more experience than myself, and maybe get some tips and so forth as well. But I'm just going to continue presenting my music, and I would enjoy hearing feedback from everybody. I know that these songs, there's no way that I could be writing so many songs that aren't just meant for me. They're meant for everybody. So I thank you for listening, and if you have any suggestions, as I said, please feel free to share them and help me learn more about singing, about doing videos, about presenting them, mixing and mastering, which is all a learning process for myself as well. So thank you for listening, and praise God. And if these songs mean anything to you, they probably mean something to somebody else as well, and so please feel free to share them. And thanks so much for watching. And I see that my husband Roger has also joined me on this live to listen. So thank you for both of you for listening, and thank you for all who are going to listen on the replay. Thank you so much, and have a great evening. Blessings.